Yo, what up? It's your boy Chad back with another video, back on Angel Time. And I want to first ask if you guys get the like button on the way into the video. Doesn't cost you a thing, but it means everything to me. And if you guys are liking the content, subscribe to the tribe. All right, so let's get it. If you guys look at the title of the video, I named it How to Overcome Temptation. How to Overcome Temptation. And as you guys know, God doesn't tempt us. Satan tempts us, and God tests us. So when you're under temptation, know that Satan is going to tempt you with whatever your desires are, like whatever sin you've been delivered from. Satan is going to try his best to try to tempt you with that, because he knows that that is what you would do. Like, Satan studies us. Like, Satan has been studying us since we've been born. Like, it says God knew us when we were in our mother's womb, and Satan has also. So Satan has been having an eye on us since we were all born. So he knows what you like. He knows your desires. He knows everything. So he's going to tempt you with these desires. So I came up with a list of ways to overcome temptation when you're dealing with that. So let's get it. Number one, I put to first identify your vices. That could be lust, drugs, alcohol, anger. Like, that can be anything. Like, there's all different types of vices that we all have. So and also that can probably be a mixture of all these vices. Like, some people may be dealing with drugs and alcohol. Some people may be dealing with drugs, alcohol, and lust. Like, so it can mix and match also. So again, like, we all dealing with different things. So first, you have to identify what your vices are, and also you need to identify what triggers you to do these vices. For lust, like, maybe you need to unfollow those Instagram models. Like, maybe you need to unfollow your ex, or just that old sneaky link, or whatever, your old boot thing in your phone. Maybe you need to unfollow them. Like, or if it's drugs, like, maybe you need to delete the plug's number, or delete the weed man, or the whatever you were into. Like, delete that guy's number, or avoid him, or whatever like that. So, and also maybe with anger, like, maybe because there's people out there that say, I get angry when I don't eat, like, or I get angry when people look at me wrong. Like, identify these triggers, because these are what's going to cause you to act on your temptations, and these is what's going to ultimately cause you to sin. So definitely got to identify your triggers, and then once you identify your triggers, avoid the temptations. So I'm giving y'all a little homework here. So first, identify what device you have, then identify what triggers you to do that, and then that's when you can know how to avoid that temptation, because you identified your vices and your triggers. So now you know not what to do. You know, like I said, not to hit up that old ex, or not to, when you see the weed man hit you up, yo, I got 2 for $5, or whatever like that. Like, you know not to reply. Or, you know, when you go on Instagram, you already deleted her Instagram already, so you're not going to see that. So definitely got to identify the triggers and avoid the triggers. So all right, so let's go to number 2. Stay away from people or environments that promote what you're trying to get away from. And what people do nowadays is underestimate the effect of influence. And that can be the type of people you hang yourself around. Like, the Bible says, evil communication corrupts good manners. And the Bible also says to assemble yourself with like believers. So your new crew that you're chilling with after you got saved, like, your new crew has to be people that are on the same journey as you. So people like you that have been delivered for their sins also, or if they're not totally delivered from it, they're trying to be delivered from it. So again, they have to be on the same journey as you. So you cannot be around the same people that was doing the same things that you did in your past life with, because it's not going to work. Like, you can try all you want to, their evil communications is going to corrupt your good manners. And again, if they're doing those things around you, it's going to want to make you to want to do that also. Like, I always see brothers all the time, well, brothers and sisters all the time, saying that I was on a streak of celibacy or no fap or something like that, and they were around somebody that corrupted their good manners, and they wound up doing it. So you definitely have to identify the people that you're around. You cannot chill with these type of people no more. Like, you gave your life to God, you're turning away from sins, you cannot be around these type of people. And also, when I say with influence, I mean environment also. Like, if your problem was, let's say, alcohol, it's not going to be smart for you to be going to bars or parties where alcohol is like prevalent, or if your vice was marijuana. Like it's not going to be smart for you to go to a 420 party or something like that. So you guys understand what I'm trying to say? Like, your environments also have a big influence on if you're going to do that vice or not. So you definitely got to stay away from certain type of people and certain type of environments to make you not want to give into that temptation. And you have to grow a hatred for it. Like, you have to say to yourself that I hate that something as little as getting high, getting drunk, or me just not having in control of myself. Like, you have to grow a hatred for not being in control over your desires. Like, so get mad at the fact that you can't go to sleep without getting one off, or get mad at the fact that you can't go to sleep without getting high or getting drunk, or you can't go to sleep without just doing any vice, like whatever your vice is. Like, get mad at that fact that that thing has such a hold on you. Like, get mad at the fact. And also, you should feel pathetic. Like, you should feel embarrassed. You should feel like that should mess up like your self-esteem, knowing that something like that has such power over you. So you definitely have to get mad at something like that has such a hold on you, and you have to fight. And there's two scriptures in the Bible that I want to refer to, and I'm paraphrasing here, but the one is God wouldn't give you more than you can handle, and the second is God would always provide a way out when you are in temptation. So know that when you are being tempted, that God is with you, and God can do all things. Like, you can do all things with God. So know that he's here with you too. So that should be even more motivation for you to get through this temptation, because like I said, God wouldn't give you more than you can handle. So God knows that you can handle this sin. And also, God will provide a way out. Like, if it is getting too heavy, it's getting too hot and heavy for you, God will always provide a way for you to get out of that situation. So there should be no excuse for you to be dibbling dabbling in these temptations. And this is for myself also, because I sin all the time too, and God does send me the signs, or God does give me a situation where I can get myself out of it. So again, like, this is not just for you guys, this is for me also, because I can do better fighting my temptation. So that is good. So, and lastly, that is to fear the Lord. You know that with sin brings forth death. So every time you commit a sin, how little, how big it is, you are killing yourself. And we don't know how God thinks. Like, God, you don't know how God thinks. Like, your sin can be that one, you think it's so little. God doesn't see it that way. And God makes it clear that no sin is big or small. Like, sin is a sin. Like, no matter what you did, if you kill somebody, that'll be the same as you lusting over a woman. So a sin is a sin. So, and so that should bring conviction to you, because knowing that God can basically take you out at any moment, that should bring conviction to you. And I made this video yesterday where I talked about the sin that I committed. Like, I lusted over a woman yesterday, and I told you guys that the thoughts that was in my head was, I felt bad, I felt ashamed. Like, I just felt like the thoughts that you start to get after you commit a sin is just crazy. Like, I felt that, I thought that maybe I squandered away one of my blessings. Maybe the Daniel fast that I just did, it wasn't gonna, like, the blessings I would get from that wasn't gonna come. Like, this is just how miserable you feel after you commit a sin. Like, you don't want to have this feeling. So again, you also don't want to play with God, because you don't know how he's going to punish you. Like, you have no idea. Like, God, yes, he can be forgiven and all that type of stuff, but when it comes from punishment time, you don't know if he's going to put you to death. You don't know if he's going to, like I said, take away your blessing. Like, you don't know what's going to happen. He may prolong your isolation. Like, you just don't know. So you definitely have to fear God when you sin, because you don't know what's coming to you. So that wraps up with the video right there, man. That was a quick list of things on how to overcome temptation. So like, comment, subscribe, share this video out. First, get right to Most High. Thinking on Angel Time.